Hi, hello, and welcome back to Moons of Madness. I, like Mr. Samuel Chandra, am imaginary. Thank you for tuning in. So this is another segment of the game that was corrupted, and so I'm going to play for a little bit here.
Nope. I can't move this one. I don't think I have a choice. Just go for it.
Ugh. Oh, this is the worst place for me to be right now. I suppose I should mention, I don't know it's so much that the video is corrupted as it is, like, these segments of the games aren't as optimized or something along those lines. Like, I've handled AAA games with less difficulty than this game gives my computer. So I have to, like, record at a lower fidelity, essentially. Lower amount of... Is that the right word to use? I think so. Anyways, back to the game. Okay. I thought maybe I could connect to those like I did the server way back at the beginning of the game. Okay, so that way it's going this way. Oh my god. This is getting wild. This game is great. I love it so far. Holy shit. Maybe just a good place to hide. I'll keep that in mind.
What? Oh my god!
Why would it have me hacking something during that moment? Or maybe I wasn't supposed to be. Oh my god, so much more information. Apologies, Father. The Icarus personnel responsible for the previous email have been relieved. We welcome your visit to Icarus and are happy to provide all information. It's not our place to question your institution. Your clearance has been updated to access the Icarus level of the Trailblazer Alpha base via the main elevator console. will not happen again. Simpress Service Control. I will personally make that assessment, as I will personally make an assessment to the continued worth of the Icarus project upon visitation in 2 days' time. Perhaps then you can illuminate me on your position. Without Cynthia Newart's advances in quantum mathematics, Orochi Group and Icarus would experience a development setback of 10 years. Our integration process with Dr. Newart requires re-evaluation due to recent events. Project Icarus. Thank you, Mr. Chandler. Here's the information you requested. Notes raw video feed is also available upon request. Service on Argus store you most sensitive information worlds away. Cynthia, I can't accept this. Your colleagues at the university, they deserve the extra facilities. Cynthia Newart Center for Mathematical Studies has a nice ring to it. As I've stated previously, no, I'm not interested in a sponsorship program, or we are willing to provide whatever you ask, money, resources, equipment, a safe, happy home for your family. No, get out of my house. Thank you for your time, Dr. Newart. I'm sure you'll see it our way soon enough. Where am I? Are you comfortable, Dr. Newart? I'm leaving and I'm contacting the authorities. You can't keep me detained here. Orochi has expressed a deep interest in your research. Each time you publish a new novel, you expose your knowledge to an even wider audience. This recklessness is unfortunate. Some questions should never have answers. Where did you find these theories? How do you know about the dimensional rift? A professor of quantum mathematics. Did you find an artifact, a tome, a conduit to Argartha? What are you hiding from us? Argartha? Is that a Lovecraftian thing? Because I've only heard that name. I guess I haven't read a ton of Lovecraft. I've read a few of his stories, and a bit of like the extra content that's been published since. Agartha is used in the zombie storyline. I didn't know that it went deeper than that. What are you hiding? Or not that it went deeper, that it preceded that. What are you hiding from us? I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing. You can't refuse us, Cynthia. Neighbors are noticing. It's the work. We understand, but I consider a mother with dangerously erratic behavior. Dissociative episodes, auditory hallucinations, isolations. What? We would hate to report something that would get your son taken away. Fuck you. Now, Dr. Newart. You've had some time to think now. I trust you've considered Agent Chandler. How does she know my name? Dennis Chandler. Your favorite color is blue. You have a wife named Delilah and a daughter named Hazel. Hazel had a nasty fall today. You'll learn soon. The bones will mend, but not always. Listen, you bitch, I'll... Yag... Mach... Throd... Galugla... Approximately phonetic transcription. Sounds of straining, choking. I know an equation, Dennis. I wrote it in your shadow with my tongue. You will not visit me again. Gasps, choking. Do you understand, Dennis? If I find you or Orochi following my family, I will do things to your wife and daughter that will make you sweat blood.
Mom was approached by Orochi. They interrogated her.
Now open
what
the
else
door.
are they hiding in this Project Icarus? Did they find her research? Did they find her? I need to know.
I don't know, man, but I sure as hell wouldn't stick around long enough to find out.
Fuck, dude. This guy's mom was all sorts of fuck. They knew that. They have to have known that when they hired him. He is here for a reason. I'm here for a reason, is
Shane,
what I mean.
The gate is opening. Get over here ASAP. You have to see this.
I'll meet you there. But there's something I have to find out first.
All alone, little one. Sometimes I feel alone, too. We're both alone here. Together. They hide like rats under the floorboards. Stick their tendrils where they cannot. I have seen where they root, slither like snakes amongst the leaves.
Do I need a helmet? Is this not outside?
My God. It's completely taken over.
Filth! Seething tendrils of a hive, ever expanding.
Of our hive.
Fools! They cannot
Of
be
a hive.
contained.
Nothing in here seems important.
Jesus.
God, there's so much stuff to
Orochi
read.
has leverage
We have
on
obtained the
everyone.
files requested and placed them onto this console for review. The files include detailed avenues of leverage against the Invictus crew. There is need to put into place additional surveillance measures. We are prepared to do so. We wish your visit a pleasant one. Semper Service Control. Ina Volkova. At age 27, Dr. Ina Volkova was directly involved in I don't know what those words are, which gained significant internationality as the incident at Kricha. For several years, she had worked at a decommissioned military air base a few miles outside of Kricha, Belarus. Thousands in the small city were killed by an explosion at the base. Explosion meant to cover up a horrific containment breach of an alien substance being used in her research. The high-profile trial uncovered several classified experiments attributed to Volkova, with high-ranking officials within the government denying knowledge of her research. Before a verdict could be delivered, Volkova fled Belarus and claimed asylum at the Russian Federation Embassy in Tokyo. Stationed at the embassy, exiled into extradition, Ina was unable to continue her research. We offered her the opportunity to work without constraints. She accepted under the terms of the strictest NDA and forced return to Belarus upon her disclosure. While her ethical integrity is questionable, her skill is undeniable. Recommend vigilant surveillance and determination of trust upon result. Determination, I don't know how I got that. My own childhood trauma documented by licensed family psychiatrist, fear of abandonment, mild social anxiety. Graduated from Brown in 2046, GPA 2.9. Not very high, but I guess I can't say much. PhD, Miskatonic Mechanical Engineering, 2052. Peculiar note, created a particle equation to explain the theoretical underpinnings of young Mills and the mass gap in his sophomore year. The apocryphal claim is that it was made in a single weekend, otherwise unremarkable. Dr. Newart is key in our understanding of Cynthia Newart's studies and possible whereabouts. Recommend continued surveillance of home and office, potential asset for leverage if Newart ever reemerges from isolation. Recommended hiring at local Manticore office, engineering position. Accept all salary requirements. Push for more information on Cynthia Newart. Josephine. First Lieutenant Josephine Wilcox, Special Forces, Distinguished Service Cross, received 2052. Commander Wilcox resigned from her post as of February 22, 2055, retaining her exemplary record and citing personal reasons for her exit. As per our contract, Wilcox began employment at our California-based Manticore facility under the strictest NDA. Record of discharge, July 15th, friendly fire incident reported. 6 undercover agents killed during strategic raid of suspected uranium smuggling operation. Wilcox-led team suffered 0 casualties. Faculty neutralized. Alpha Camp Al-Mahwet, Yemen, July 17th. Inciting incident, Commander Wilcox court-martial proceedings, multiple witnesses after brief altercation. Josephine Wilcox discharged a pistol at range less than 1 meter, causing perforating wound to the skull of commanding officer Major Corey Houston. Wilcox turned and fired a second and third gunshot, which entered the chest and shoulder of Captain Alan Sheffield. Before team members could advance and pull Wilcox away, another 2 shots were fired, critically wounding Captain Jaden Allen in the thigh and groin. Final shots were discharged into the ceiling as officers on site wrestled her firearm away, detained her. Major Houston and Captain Sheffield died immediately. Captain Jaden Allen died in transit in medical facilities. The squad defended our actions, echoing the sentiment that the officers in question knowingly caused a friendly fire scenario through mismanagement. Commander Wilcox will receive no punitive action for these events, so long as we exert our influence. Declan, this is one I was curious about. Master of Mechanical Engineering, minor linguistics, California Institute of Technology. Incident report, trafficking heroin, possession of controlled substance, involuntary manslaughter. Sentence 5 years, 5 months served. Declan Delaporte has a history of substance abuse, having self-admitted to rehabilitation centers twice. His court sentence closely coincides with divorce proceedings, which were finalized in 2048. On November 13, 2049, Declan Delaporte was admitted to a mental health facility for evaluation after attempted suicide. Orochi Recruitment has confirmed that Delaporte has remained clean for over 12 years as of January 1st, 2062, during which time he completed his degree with honors. He has experienced significant difficulties upon graduation due to his incarceration, and Orochi's offer of employment has been contingent on his willingness to maintain secrecy. Delaporte is a highly motivated individual, and Orochi has made arrangements to erase records of his dark past.
Oh, Lucas, what the fuck?
Several reports: final restraining order Mary Richardson, temporary restraining order Tia Anders, final restraining order Abigail White, offense violation of restraining order, sentence 30 days, psychiatric evaluation. Dr. Von Buren's sociopathic tendencies were well documented during youth therapy. Lucas displays difficulty reading emotions and a lack of empathy for others in social settings. It notes that he was admitted to therapy after his parents discovered him performing a vivisection of the family cat. Dr. Van Buren's contributions to the field of philology are vast. His dedication helped trace the evolution of Central American language to its origination point. Most recently, he has helped translate Orochi's newly discovered ancient text and star maps. Orochi has maintained surveillance evidence of Dr. Van Buren's activities during the disappearances of Abigail White and Tia Anders in 2054 and 2055, respectively. The videos show Lucas violently kidnapping and assaulting the women in his home, choking them until they suffocate, and then mutilating their bodies and disposing of all evidence. The chances of a violent altercation are slim, well within acceptable risk, and Dr. Van Buren has seen the recordings. He will accept any assignment given with no questions asked. He is our most leverageable asset. Fuck, dude. He is an awful person. Well, he's just not fit for society.
Fuck.
Putrid. Filth.
What is that? Ugh. What is that?
It looks like a deformed fetus. I don't like being this close to this thing. Is this still the result of her experiments, or is there more to this? I mean, there's clearly more to it, obviously, but like...
You're trembling. Let me swaddle you.
Oh. I guess I shouldn't have gone in that room. I thought maybe it was just a doorway. Oops. Oh, hopefully it's just not too far back. Moons of the Madness. I guess now I understand why it's called Moons of Madness. It's not too far back. It's just before I entered that room, really.
You're trembling. Let me swaddle you in viscera and rub the edge of my bones.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
You could crack open your helmet like a walnut. Let in the mute blood, and my voices will still be there. Not in the spaces we know, but in between. Numbers cease their meaning.
The fuck are those?
We're all expendable assets to Orochi.
Icarus project is authorized
Wasn't
to
enough
enact
to know all
contingency
our
planning
secrets.
for unforeseen
They can't
circumstances
leverage us
with
to
the infectors
just
at risk.
replace us.
Replica of individual will be made and preserved until a severe violation has occurred. Severe violations of company policy include the following: unauthorized transmissions of operations of information, verbal threat or intent to control or sabotage mission objectives, homicide, witnessing a homicide, sustaining a fatal or crippling injury, witnessing the retrieval or release of cloned subject. Please, oh my god, how many times have they cloned us? Status update: primary system active. Cloning successful. Organic tissue shows no signs of deterioration through advanced aging process. Memory inflammation through nocturnal brain scan completed. I'm not even the real me. I'm a clone. We're all clones.
Holy shit. That's all of us. The entire Invictus crew. Are we the originals? Or the copies?
You're a copy, dude.
It doesn't end.
Split from a single seed. Germinated, scribbled on carbon paper, they multiply like vermin. Sentience is a glitch in the sensory organs. Pain, a cancer fed by reality.
Experiment number 279, Project Icarus. We are experimenting with a substance phenomenon entity oftentimes called the filth, what Dr. Volkova prefers to call Z-Path. Each sample tightly contained and weakened with a particular regimen of radiation as per the Icarus protocols. The goal of this experiment is to see if the effects of this preternatural containment are the same as on cloned human tissue and cloned hybrid human tissue as on a normal human tissue. If the effects are not the same, how do they differ? Today we applied minute amounts of filth on cloned cells using the safety protocols and observed. Effects are largely similar, with the molecules of the containment attacking the cells. However, the process moved more slowly than observed before. Filth has escaped. I've sealed my safety suit and performed all the emergency protocols. I've injected the radiated serum as outlined in the procedures. The side effects are intense but mundane, and far better than the alternative. How did this happen? There was no breach. I think the theory that the filth flows, even undulates along dimensions outside of our perceived three may have merit. I've sent for help. I'm trying not to panic. I'm recording the findings in this mishap forwards. The voices continue. I ignored them at first, congratulated myself on my rationalism, but then the voices learned to mimic my voice, and I thought they were me, and I was the voices. No, that doesn't make sense. The radiation must be working. The limbs have begun to do things on their own, but only when I'm not looking. I have to stare at my limbs very carefully or they misbehave. I made a careful regimen of making sure not to look at any one body part for more than 7 seconds. I have to keep watch on them, except for my right arm. Good arm. Scientist. Cut off my arm today. Right arm. Good arm. Only unincorporated part. Pristine. It'll be pristine forever. Stored good arm in the morgue. Code 9510. I'm scientist. Will lock myself in padded room. Everyone is safe. Scientist. Oh, poor guy. Wonder what room he locked him in. Oh! Fucking gurney. What was that? Oh, it's because I was standing too close to that wall. 9527, right? No. Fuck. $9510. I wasn't even close. Well, I was half right. fuck? It's gonna attack. No? Okay, good. There's a good arm.
That's disgusting.
A tactile tool. Tender. Untethered.
Oh shit! Come on! Come on! Come on, open! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Open! 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 Come on! Shit! Okay. Come on! Come on! Close! Close, you piece of shit! Close! Ha! Yes! Fuck you, you plant piece of shit!
I don't like that he's yelling such obscene things at it. It's gonna show back up. Yep, I can hear it. It's breaking the glass. Fucking run.
The moon's gravity pulls so strangely. It tugs at the tides of the mind. It pulls the planet apart. Do you feel it? My mind like a nocturnal flower, aching for the pollinator bat. I open eons and inconceivable dimensions to worlds of elder outer eternity. Oh, how rough casts a shadow. A corona surrounds the dark.